There's nothing like going down a country road just to let the cares of the world go by. You're not sure where you've been. You're not really sure where you're going or where you're going to end up. And as you can see, it's autumn winter time. The leaves are rustling. You might see a deer here and there, maybe some wild turkey, maybe some birds chirping. And it's a pretty nice old country road. Let me tell you, I've been on some bad ones. There's a little washboarding here and there, but nothing real bad. I'm in no hurry. Just enjoying the scenery. It's a great way to clear your mind. And as you're driving down these old country roads, sometimes you'll end up on a paved road. Then you gotta make a decision. Am I gonna go left? Am I gonna go right? Which way am I gonna go? You look down the way and you see a building. It's not a barn. And you wonder, what is that? So, you take a turn, you drive down, and you take a look. And it kind of looks like what you might see back in the day, driving down an old country road in the Ozarks. Like what a general store might look like. And it turns out, that's what it is. You know, I can't resist pulling up to see what's inside. I mean, has it been converted into a thrift store or an antique store, or what's going on? Or is it even open? Well, let's go inside and see what's what. Got a couple picnic benches out there for maybe a barbecue once in a while. Got a nice bench there to sit with a crate underneath to rest your feet. A couple of rocking chairs, sit back and in the summertime maybe have a cold drink, but obviously as you can see it's around Christmas time. They've got the few decorations up. You know, there may be something going on in here. When it's cold, maybe you can have a hot cocoa or something, or what they used to call that, hot toddy? I don't know. Kindall store. Looks like it's open. Let's go inside and have a look around.
Actually, where we're at is Olga, Missouri. This little community is still Olga, but it's got a Fordland address. But the name Olga came from the original postmaster that was here in Olga, and his wife's name was Olga. That's where the name came from. And then there used to be a feed store next door. There used to be another little store across the street. Used to be a blacksmith shop. So there was more in the community of Olga than there is now. Now it's just boiled down to this store and a couple of residents. But there was the original people that started this store. Their last name was Tella, Tella, and back then they always said E on the end, so it was Telly, but it was actually Tella. They started the store, that big oak tree across the street.
Yeah.
Till about 2 months ago, there was a 2-story farmhouse there, and they dozed it because it was getting such bad shape. But that was the original owners. They lived there, and Cordy Kindall, who's up there in that picture, that was their daughter, and she worked the store with them. And one day a gentleman rode up here from Arkansas on a horse, and his name was Alvis Kindall. And him and Cordy kind of struck it off.
Let me just break in here and say that if all I did was go out there and have this croissant pastry, it'd have been worth it. Oh, I mean, I took it home. It was in the refrigerator. And I warmed it up the next day, melted a little butter. It was so good. They have someone who's been making pastries for a long time, retired, making pastries for them. I mean, it was just like so good. Okay.
He stayed around here and helped her mom and dad with the store, and eventually they got married.
Oh.
And so that's how it became the Kindall store, because after a few years and after they got married, they took over the store from her parents, and it became the Kindall store. And the sign on the front, we kind of tried to find photos, and we thought that was the oldest original Kindall store sign and RC sign. But somebody actually sent me a picture the other day, and it says Alvis Kindall across of it, and it says Dr. Pepper, and there's 4 gas pumps out front. So it's kind of neat. And then Cordy ran the store. Her husband died fairly young. So Cordy ran the store until she was about 91, and she lived in this back area back here. This is where she lived. And she never had running water. And she ran the store until about, 89 to 91, somewhere in there. And then she passed away, and it's changed hands a couple different times, but we've been running it for about 6 months. This street out here next to the store is called Olga Road, and it goes all the way over to U Highway, which then comes out on 60 Highway. And we actually own another piece of property on the other end of Olga, about 5 acres, and it's got another store on it. It's not near as nice as this one, but that was Cordy's brother that ran that one.
Oh,
And that's kind of what they did back then, is they had these every 5 or 10 miles. That's about as far as people could travel.
what's it called?
It was the Telly store. His name was Telly, like Hershey's.
What's it called now?
It's not in operation.
Oh, it's not open. Oh,
No.
okay.
It's actually in pretty rough condition, but it's still there.
So you serve food here? You make sandwiches? Like this morning, you had a pancake
Yep, had a
thing.
pancake breakfast with Santa this morning.
And she
And,
said you have a pastry person that makes your.
We serve, all the normal sandwiches and soups for lunch. The gentleman that makes our pastries is actually a French chef from France.
Oh,
He used to have a French restaurant in Portland, and his health got kind of bad, and he closed it down. They sold it, and his health got better, and now he's doing this kind of stuff. So we lucked out on that.
and you got local jellies?
Yeah, most of our products here are either very local or they are Missouri local. Our candles are from Tipton, our soups are from St. Louis, our teas are from St. Louis. It's a family member of hers. Our coffees are from Ozark, a brewery in Ozark. And then the decor that we have around, some people notice it, some don't, but a lot of these companies are original Missouri companies, like Purina, Feed,
Colonial bread.
MFA. A lot of those flour sacks that we have up there behind the counter, those are local flour mills back in the day from Missouri. Our jams are from up around Joplin. Then we carry like Mexican villas, hot sauce and stuff like that. And, just different things like that. We try to keep those local as we can. Can't have everything local, but and then our honey down there is local from a gentleman in Fordland. So a lot of we're trying to stay. We got a gentleman just down the road that he makes bread for us, and he makes bagels for us and cinnamon rolls for us. But he's also we're selling his black walnut syrup. And so he taps walnut trees just like you do maple trees. I didn't realize you could do that. But he tapped 300 gallons this year, so he did pretty good.
Black walnut syrup.
Yeah. But we have the French baker, and we do a meal with him once a month. And it's a 5-course French meal in here. And
And you post that all on your Facebook page? What's your Facebook page called?
Kindall Store. Actually, I think the official name of it is Kindall Store Mo.
Kindle Store Mo.
Yeah.
MO for Missouri.
Yeah, but we're on there so much that if you just type in Kindall Store, it's the first thing that pops up.
Right.
And then our website is kindlestore.com.
And you get stuff you can buy, like the t-shirts.
We're working on it. It went live last week, so we're working on putting inventory on there. Yeah. So, yeah.
Appreciate it.
It's and like we sell beef sticks from a local cattle company down the road. And we had a steak night planned with them. We were going to use their ribeyes, and we had a grill master that was coming, and it rained us out, so we didn't get to do that. But our kitchen is mainly for sandwiches, so we can't actually do a lot of cooking back there. But we're getting ready to change that. We're going to move some things around and have a full kitchen back there. So
But now you have cookouts,
yeah,
if the weather permits.
right. But Roland, he does all his cooking. The French guy, all his cooking at a commercial kitchen in Mansfield. And he puts it all in hot boxes and he brings it here and he pretty much caters it.
Right.
But we kind of move things around here, and We can fit enough tables in here to get about 30 people in here.
So when is it going to be 100 years old?
2024. Yep. We're not real sure of the month, but
Oh, well,
yeah,
close enough,
So,
100 years,
yeah,
right?
we're coming up on it. Built in 1924. I don't know if you noticed that picture up there of the old store
Yeah.
with the Model A's in front of it.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, we're trying some different things, just trying to keep it pretty nostalgic. And, we're going to be having some jam sessions, some music, and some cruise ins and different stuff like that. So,
That sounds like fun.
yeah.
As I was leaving, it started to rain, and I went across the street to check out that old oak tree he was talking about, where this farmhouse used to be, and saw this cellar. Imagine what it'd be like to get up in the middle of the night and have to run out there and get in there because a tornado was coming. Scary. These 2 deer popped up over the hill to check out and see who I was and what I was doing. He said they pop up there all the time. I guess they were saying goodbye, so I waved and said goodbye, and they said goodbye and took off. I'll leave links to the store's Facebook page. Check it out before you go out there to see what's going on. Thank you.